All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Timbo G here, bringing you another build video, a stamcro PVP build video. Um, I've only had like a week or two to play with it, but I really like it. Um, so I'm just gonna drop the build. I really like it. Everyone else is dropping broke builds. Um, I feel like it's kind of broke. I mean, I guess, yeah, you'll just have to judge for yourself um, and decide. But I really like it so far. I've been thinking of changing the one set, but yeah. So I just decided I'm just going to go ahead and drop it. So we'll get right into it. Um, Start with our consumables. We are running our Tam takeaway broth or lava foot, depending on or what is it, witch mother, or not witch mothers, dubious, if you can't afford this, or sugar skulls. uh, but you don't need sugar skulls for this build. This build particularly, you don't need really anything with magicka. We have one magicka skill, so yeah, I would just use either that or this. Preferably this. Um, it's just too good to pass up. Now these are just different potions that I have slotted for different situations. So this is an open world, and in an open world you get into different situations, and you need to react and determine what type of situation you're in, and therefore we have a stealth potion. If we're fighting a Nightblade by ourselves, we don't have to worry about fighting outnumbered to where we need our resources as much, unless it's a really good Nightblade. Then you'll probably want to stay on our main main potion usage. Use our main posage potion. Sorry. So yeah, this is good for getting Nightblades out of stealth for 15 seconds. That's just one thing I have linked. That's not what I use. Another one, another cheese. I just started using these potions this week. As you can see, I bought a stack of 200. I've only used 14 out of them so far. So I'm just starting to try them out. But yeah, these are another option. They give you stamina and health, and then you are disabled to knockback effects for 10 seconds. So if you have a good burst line ready to line up and you know you can kill them, you probably want to switch over to this and pop this bad boy and go ahead and, as they say, risk it for the biscuit. So, yeah. Next one, if you want to be a coward, or I like to think of it is not be zerged by a ball group, basically. Uh, I don't ever use it, to be honest. It's it'll take me too long to find it. By the time they get to me, they're gonna kill me anyways. But it's still something to have if you want to disappear or whatever and get away fast. Don't try running once you pop this, because you automatically come uh, out of out of hiding. So that's just a little fun fact. So uh, yeah, but our main potion that we're using right now is, I know I said we don't need magicka, but unfortunately this is the only pot that has minor heroism attached to it. Still gives us our stamina and 40% stamina recovery, and then magicka recovery. Now, the good part about this is we are in our Argonian. So, when we do pop the pot, we're going to gain 4,000 health, magicka, and stamina regardless. So, we are getting a small heal, but like, it's not going to save your life if that's what you're popping a pot for. I usually just pop that like in the middle of a fight, like while I'm going, or if I'm really outnumbered, I'll save it. I really like to save mine to help, you, for sets like Clever Alchemist and stuff. Like, you pop it before you go into battle, but once you get into battle, the fight could easily turn to where you're outnumbered, and you would have you and then you have to start kiting and try to get away and be resourceful. And if you would have had your pot, you could have maybe got to that line of sight. You could have got to that tower or that tree or whatever. So yeah. So we are in Argonian. Get an extra 1,000 magicka, which we don't need. Increase your max health and disease resistance by 2,300, and gains immunity to the disease status effect, which means we are immune to, what does disease do? I think it's minor. Blast Bones has major defile. Yeah, the disease status effect gives the minor defile. So we're immune to the minor one, which is like, I think since they brought it down to like 8% or something. I'm not sure. But before, when it was 15%, this was a great immunity and great passive. This was one of the main reasons I use it, because of sniping. Like a little small hidden fact. And then we get 6% healing. Now in your CP tree, probably in your blue and your red, you have CP up to probably 5% healing. Well, now you could decide what you want to do. You could take either both of those CPs and put them into more resistances or critical resistances or something. And on the blue side, you could put it into more damage somewhere. Or you could leave it and stack it. Depending on your build, that's on you. Increase swimming speed and restoration staff skill line experience gained. For skills, we are using Mortal Coil, Spirit Guardian. We're using Hexproof. Not the other one that gives us resources back. We want to remove as much negative effects as possible due to all the cheese in this game. So with coil, you don't want to just start popping this being attacked. You want to make sure you have your coil up, your mender, and a vigor going before you start popping this off. Just fair warned. And it reduces all your abilities by 3%. And then at the end, we're using Pierce Armor. For a long time, I was using the other one. I don't know why until I realized what this one does. Oh, I think it was because I was trying to hit multiple people. That's what it was. But yeah, now we're using this one so we can get major and minor breach. That's our only way of getting it, pretty much. Um, in this skill line, we do have 1500 penetration, but that's about it. That is about it, and CP. So this is a good skill. This gives us 86, 8700. Yeah, it gives us like 87 something physical resistance. So, I mean, not resistance. It lowers theirs by that much. So, and it does damage, and it taunts them. It's really low cost. It's a good move. It's a real good move. Temporal guard. This reduces your damage taken by 5%. Let me look at me saying 10%. By 5% now. This got lowered. Everyone knows. Dawnbreaker of smiting. You want the for this build, you want the one that stuns. You got Executioner, Blast Bones, Rally, Camouflage, Dizzy. Yes, I know that's a low Dizzy, but Camouflage. I'm leaving Camouflage for the 5% increased damage and the critical rating, still because of my heals, if that makes sense. But that's like your flex spot though. As well as hexproof. But yeah, I just feel like it adds on. I'll show you why in a minute, but that's an extra 5%. So that's the skills. Now let's go ahead and get started with the gear. We got the VAT small infused with the weapon damage enchant. Now there's like 3 ways to go with this. So you can either have it nerned and leave the weapon damage, or you actually 4. You can leave an infused shock damage, which will inflict minor vulnerability towards them, which reduces their damage taken by 8%. Or you can put it nern and still leave the glyph, or you could put it nern and leave this glyph. Up to you. Or you can put sharpen even for more penetration, since we are lacking penetration. But yeah, this is a great move, man. Great move. This is a great. It's a great. It's a. How do you say? It's a great tool in my toolkit to line up my burst, because with stamcro, as much as broken it is, it's kind of hard to line up a burst. I mean, all you're doing is just waiting for your heat-seeking missile to land, but half the time the heat-seeking missile is miswired somehow by some dumb idiot, and it's going the wrong way. So I'm going off on a tangent. Let me just basically, it's just it helps you line up your burst. If your blast bones hits the same person, let's just say that. Um, Gives you weapon damage. probably probably ends up like at 200 weapon damage. That it gives you with all like after uh, after rally and stuff. So, and then we're gonna go on to our next set, which is Coward's Gear. I think it's a really good set. We got, alright, our next set. Okay, so for our next set, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, which is Coward's Gear, sword. We're using sword and shield, so it doesn't matter what you have. You can have a sword, a dagger, or whatever. It doesn't matter on this side. I have it powered to stack with my healing, with a double dot poison. And as you can see, it gives me health, stamina recovery, stamina recovery, stamina recovery. And while I'm sprinting, I gain major expedition and major protection, increasing your movement speed and reducing your damage taken by 30%. This is one of the only few sets left in the game that gives you the full 30 damage mitigation still. And we are on sword and board. So when you're fighting outnumbered, everyone knows that unless you're a tank and you're not doing no damage, or you found some crazy damage tank meta build, then you're not standing still holding block or just standing there with all these people on you, beating on you, and you can't expect to win. You're gonna lose. That's too much damage. You don't have enough heals to out heal their damage, and you don't have enough damage to outdo their heals. So for most of the time, if you're an Xer, you're running, you're sprinting, you're kiting, you're tricking, you're playing chess. So I picked Coward's Gear. Next item, we got a shield, impin, stamina enchant, double dot poison, and then we got a blood spawn, heavy helm, impin, stamina enchant, just a one piece for the stamina recovery. Now for the next set, obviously Crimson. You want it divines, or you can pick as you go traits, what works best for you. This is like I said, I've only been playing for a couple, like I've had this set on like for like a week and a half, 2 weeks now. It's a great set. It's a meta set. It is what it is. It's working. So Crimson Shoulder, divines, that needs to be a stamina enchant. I need to change that. Crimson Girdle, Crimson Gauntlets, Coward's Gear, legs, and Crimson feet. Now, I do need a, I should, it looks like I'm running 6 heavy, 1 medium. I should run 2 medium, but I don't have another head. It's probably in my bank. I'm gonna get that out and see what that's like. But that's what we're at right now, and the clips that I have on, or I mean that I posted from yesterday or the day before, I think that's what I was using. Well, I know that's what I was using. And then we got a Coward's Gear ring, infused weapon damage. Another, I mean, that was the necklace. And now we got the ring, infused weapon damage. And of course, we got Malakath's Band of Brutality, infused weapon damage. So, yeah. I need to upgrade this. We got 1 sturdy, 3 impin on our sword and board. So like I said earlier, or well, I'll get to it now actually, since that's all the gear. We'll jump into the champion points real quick, but these are just preference, like personal, whatever works best for you, you know. Yeah, but we got a lot into sprinting, a lot into breaking free. I almost feel like I need to put more into breaking free. We got 1 in here, so well, in case you don't know, it adds a debuff to the person's buff tracker. So if they do have a purge, that's 1 more thing they have to purge off. 43 into tenacity. We are in heavy armor, so we do get a passive that gives us 10%. It does the same thing as this right now with 43 points, so it's just like double. It's just 20 points, or it's 20% restored. My bad about that. But this is 10%. Heavy passive is 10% back when you heavy attack, so it's 20%. And then we got 27 into stamina recovery. Actually, I probably could take some of that out, like maybe 2%. I don't know, but right now that's what I have it. We got 20% into blocking, 18 into roll dodge. I do think I need to get some more into roll dodge somehow, maybe, because I have no well fitted. Now your blue tree, like I said, this is your healing pack. This is your healing. This is one of 2 healing ways to increase your healing through the CP champion point system. But like I told you earlier, I stacked it. I'm at 10%, so I felt like I could take it out of here and invest into other stuff. So we have 47 at physical weapon expert. It's 25% more damage on heavy attacks for 2 hands, bows, shields, dual wields, as well as in werewolf form. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. And then we got 81 at Master at Arms for direct damage. We have this much in here also, so we can unlock this. We want this unlocked. This is very important. We are running and we are dodge rolling a lot. So we want them off balance when we do that, because that's extra damage. If you look here, increase your damage done against off-balanced enemies by 10%. And when you do a heavy attack, it stuns them, which not only stuns them, but remember, it restores 20% of your 20% more resources than you would without those buffs. So I don't know what the baseline is, but that's what it is. So then we got 64 in the mighty, 55 in the piercing, which adds another 42. So we were at like what, 87? 87 plus 15. So that's like 10,300. So this puts us up to about 14,500 physical penetration. I think about 4,000 under. I think 18,000 they say you want to have. Or that's like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but we're sitting at 14.5. 23 in the precise strikes. We usually keep 55 or something. We keep like 20% into this, but we're running markarth. Although it does help us with our heals, we are trying to go other places to help markarth. So next tree, 72 in the ironclad, 56 into critical resistance, 43 into hardy, 43 elemental defender, 56 thick skinned. There's so much damage over time that I want to go higher on this, but I can't, because we have nothing else anywhere to grab from. Because again, this is your other way of healing. You can stack into this even more with it. Like you could put, I think it takes 19 to make 5 to get you to 5%, and then as well as the blue tree. So that's 10% you can stack onto your 10% you already have right now. So it's up to you. I might even do it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the champion points. Trying to think. Yeah, man. You just want all your passives. Yeah, you just want all your passives, man. Undaunted, all these, your alchemy, especially if you're running any type of poison. You need snake blood, so it doesn't hurt you. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and show you that. Right. Oh, it's actually triple. Well, it's not triple, it's double what we have in the CP tree. Increases the magicka or stamina. Your heavy attacks restore by 25%. So that's 35% stamina we restore. Now, I wonder if that's 35% of your health bar or 35% of a baseline they start at. If you know, please let me know. I always love feedback and stuff, so yeah. We got some resistance right here. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm looking like. Yeah, I know we're not running no skeletal armor. Now that's your flex spot. I could take camo off and put my skeletal armor there. Maybe, but that's 5% more damage we're losing and more healing we're losing. Because remember, we got markarth on. That's 25%. And then once we get camo to proc, that's another 5%. That's 30% right there. So I mean, I don't know. I can't run a monster helm, or else I'd run slime crawl for that 5%, or I'd probably run Balorgs. I wouldn't run slime crawl. I'd keep camo, but for just for more damage. But if I can get the what is it called? Sword and shield for Crimson, then I'm gonna have something else. Like a different build I'll try. I don't know. I just don't have the one-handed shield for Crimson, so got everything else. I got the bow, I got the two-hander. I'm getting off on a tangent. So yeah. Without food, you know, we have 30 in the health, 34 in the stamina. We got 32 health. We got 32,000 health, 11,000 magicka, 20,000 stamina. I'll just go ahead and pop a pot. We got 11,000, or we got 1,000 magicka recovery. We got 782 health recovery, and we got 2,200, 2,300 recovery on stamina recovery. Now, if I turn this way, oh, it's less, huh? Oh yeah, cause I got all that when I'm like that, cause coward's gear. Yeah, that makes sense. That's okay though. Makes a lot of sense. What am I at? 26% weapon critical. Yeah, see, I can take that out. I mean, we're at 16,000 spell resistance and and 2,900 critical resistance on our back bar. You're kind of squishy, but you're not. You just got to make sure you have your coil up and you're moving. Make sure your coil up and you're moving. Stick and move, stick and move. Let me go ahead and show y'all with so that's without continuous, 1,200 health, 2,800 stam, 1,000 magicka, 36,000 maximum health, 23. See, I need that other enchant to be stamina, so I could be at 24. 1,100, or I mean 11,000 maximum magicka. Back bar, we're still at 22, 1,200 and 1,000. Weapon damage 300, a little low, but we got markarth. And for all those, it's usually up to 4, but I just changed my Munda Stone to the Steed to increase my movement speed by 13% and health recovery by 322. So I'm really like, when I run, I'm running 43% faster, almost like a Sork or a Orc, either one. So like, I feel like this really works. It takes damage from me. It does take damage from me, but I feel like it has enough damage in its toolkit to not need. I usually run the warrior. If you feel like you don't have enough damage, use the warrior. You're gonna be slower. You're gonna be slower, and you're gonna notice it, but you'll still be fast. Just not faster. So up to you. And yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Any questions or anything, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, or whatever. I try to stream. I'm going to start trying to stream on a regular. I bought a computer for myself on Black Friday for Christmas. Opened it Christmas. I still haven't even opened it out the box yet or anything with the, that capture card and all that stuff. But I might be moving so at the end of this month, so I might want to wait. Well, I'm thinking I want to wait till I get set up at the new place before I do that. I don't know. So until then, I'm gonna either keep trying to drop videos or stream, either one. So until next time, man, y'all take it easy. It's Timbo G. Y'all have a good one.